Hello, Africa. Hello, Nigeria. Hello, the rest of the world. Once again, this is your boy, Dr. 96, aka The Realist. As I always reiterate, the best we could do for ourselves, the best we could do for ourselves to have everlasting peace and happiness is just to be real and be sincere to ourselves. It is my wonderful pleasure to bring another recent happening in Nigeria for brief discussion and analysis. Today, I just want to reflect on the gruesome murder of a student of Shehu Shagari College of Education in Sokoto, named as Deborah Samuel. Deborah Samuel was gruesomely murdered by a supposedly classmate just for a flimsy excuse and trivial issue of blasphemy. Just because the lady opposed posting religious stuff on the social media space and WhatsApp, which is meant for the class members to be sharing assignments, exam pass question. Basically, the WhatsApp was established for academic purpose. And from the voice message, the offense the guy committed was just saying that the WhatsApp group was not meant for religious purpose. And for this reason, the Muslims group, the extremists in the school, they felt that the guy has committed a grievous offense by telling them not to publish rubbish stuffs on the media space that is strictly meant for academic purpose. They felt that the lady has insulted their religion. They felt that the lady has committed blasphemy, and the only option was to kill the girl by stoning her to death. And they did this, they stoned the lady in question, Deborah Samuel, to death within the school premises. This is really barbaric at the highest level in 2022, for goodness sake. My fear is this: if supposedly educated Hausa's young people who are supposed to be civilized to some extent could be so awkward in thinking and committed such a grievous offense in the broad daylight, then let us collectively imagine how the Almajiris, the non-educated ones, will be thinking. It is completely astonished. It is worrisome that these are the people that we are sharing country with. It is obvious that the Northerners and the Southerners, we don't really have anything in common. We are just one Nigeria by the virtue of the benefits, the gain, which they are benefiting from the resources God has blessed the Southern Nigeria. How could we share a country How could we share territorial integrity with people that we believe in different ideology, different thinking, different way of life, different religion? Now, these are so-called students that will be in House of Assemblies tomorrow, that will be in Senates, that will be governors. If they have this barbaric orientation, the barbaric mindset, that they have the effrontery and the audacity to kill a fellow student, this is a complete shame on all northerners, on all religious clerics in the northern part of the country. What are you teaching your people? God is not meant to be fought for. God is capable of defending himself. No one can defend God. Let us stop exposing our ignorance and archaic and outdated mentality by lying and disguising under religion that we are defending God. No one can defend God. Honestly, before anything, my deep condolence, my sincere condolence and sympathy goes to the family of Deborah Samuel. No one deserves to die like this. No one deserves to be killed by an animal. No one deserves to be killed by an animal called human being in a democratic setting. I expected since yesterday the Christians organization like the CAN, they are supposed to have expressed their disgust feelings about this gruesome murder of a young girl who was still having a life ahead of her. Where are we going in Nigeria? For how long shall we continue to associate with people that we share different ideology, we share different belief system, different religion, different culture? These people will not be civilized in the next 100 years. Why are we wasting our time with them? I'm using this opportunity to lay heavy cause on the politicians from the southern part of the country, on the urbans, on the clerics that are selling us cheaply to the northerners. We are not supposed to be running to northerners. The southerners have the resources. The southerners have the blessings. We've allowed these idiots to condition our minds for so long, and this is happening just because there are a lot of saboteurs in the southern part of the country. If someone like Sunday Igboho, who is averagely educated, could be fighting relentlessly that we need to separate from these idiots, kudos to Sunday Igboho. I expected those who are highly learned, those who are highly lettered, that's supposed to defend the cause which Igboho is fighting for. These idiots, they are running to the north to go and buy farms in millions. We don't need to exist. We don't need to coexist with these people. They are animals, and the southerners are not animals. How could The security body in the school said that the student overpowered them. This has been their strategy. Has been normal to them. This is not the first time. When there is any religion uproar in any institution in the north, the security guard, the security body always give excuse that they rescue the victim, but the perpetrator overwhelmed them. Why don't they call the security? Why don't they call police instantly? Why can't they make the stress call before the student overpower them? This is lie from the pit of hell. The security body, the security guards, they all share the same belief, the same orientation with these miscreants, with these idiots in school. So the Southerners, we have battle ahead of us. We need to liberate ourselves totally. It is not this nonsense, the stupidity, the millennial display of foolishness that the Southern politicians are demonstrating and displaying by trooping to Abuja to obtain forms. Do we need to beg Hausas? Now the Hausas are now coming out arrogantly that democracy is a game of number. They believe that they have the highest number and automatically they will continue to win election. There are not more people in the northern part of the country than the southern part of the country. It is just because we Southerners, we are sincere, we are full with our sincerity by giving the actual number of people in the southern part of the country. How many people take Kano, Kaduna out of the northern parts, Sokoto, Jos? What is left? Jos is not even part of the northern part. Jos belong to the middle belt. Every politician in the southern part of the country that is saboteuring the interest, the opportunity to break away from these lunatics in the northern part of the country. Everyone saboteuring the efforts. God will deal with you in this life and hereafter. You all will never know peace. Deborah deserves life. He deserves to live. Osinbajo, the vice president, you are running for presidency. What is your achievement in the past 7 years? On what platform do you expect the Nigerians to entrust you with their franchise? You are part of the system that destroyed Nigeria for the last 7 years. If you could not make any impact in the last 7 years, what is so special that you are coming to do? And the foolish old ones in the southern part of the country, they are saying that they are weighing their support for a foolish man, old man, for that matter, who destroyed Lagos State. All of you supporting evil politicians in the southern part of the country, God will destroy you and your generation. God will destroy your family. Enough is enough of all this nonsense. For how long will the Southerners be a slave in their own country? For goodness sake, the Northerners, they are not contributing anything. The southern part of Nigeria can survive without the impact, without feeling an iota of impact of the Northerners. They needed us. They are using our resources, our wealth, to beautify the northern part of the country. Instead of southern politicians, the Igbos, the Yorubas, the Obas, the Obis, instead of all of them to support Igboho, and Nnamdi Kanu for us to break away from these animals in the north. These are barbarians. These people are still living in Stone Age. The Hausas, they sleep with animals openly. They sleep with cows. They do all sorts of nonsense. They are not civilized. Okay, if educated ones could descend so low, stoning a classmate to death in school premises, what do we expect the illiterate to do? This is really surprise that such atrocity, such heinous crime could be committed openly in a democratic setting. By now, all the security guards in the school, they are supposed to be in prison by now. These people, they are all registered, those who committed the crime, they are all registered students in the school. And thank God for technology, their faces were captured. And out of these numerous idiots, only two were reported to be arrested. For how long? Shall we continue to fool ourselves in the southern part of the country? All the others who are compromising, who are supporting evil politicians for evil agenda, God will remove all of you very soon. All the wicked people throwing their support for those who have known to destroy the southern part of the country, God will destroy all of you. You will not have peace. I'm really boiling. We don't share anything in common with these people. By virtue of that, we should not be coexisting with them. It's like light and darkness. It's like water and kerosene. The mixture of water and kerosene will not be completely, water can never dissolve kerosene. Kerosene will not dissolve water. Kerosene will continue to float on top of water. So we are different from these people. Give them 1 million years, they will never think the way we are thinking in the southern part of the country. There are Muslims in the southern part of the country. There are Christians in the southern part of the country. We don't kill ourselves because we are civilized. We are enlightened. We don't believe in false religious doctrine. We don't believe in maiming and destruction. We don't believe in killing. No one can kill for God. Let your God, if your God is potent enough, if your God is powerful enough, let God deal with anyone who chastise him. You can fight for God and stop hiding under religious barbarism and committing heinous crime. Buhari, I expected you to say something, to express your feelings about this disastrous action. Osinbajo, I expected you to say something. The Christian body, the camp members, the strong GOs, Pastor Adeboye, Pastor Oyedepo, you all should say something. These idiots should not be killing Christians, all in the name of blasphemy. There are a lot of Hausas in the southern part of the country, most especially in Lagos State. They use pamphlets of Christian programs to sell their suya, to sell their wares. Nobody killed them. Nobody criticized them. Nobody beat them. Nobody tortured them. But in the northern part of the country, even if it is not Quran, if it is just ordinary paper that contains Arabic letters, if somebody mistakenly uses it to sell products, these animals will kill them. We can't continue to live with these animals. We are different people. This is just my contribution today. Please, let us speak out. Let us continue to speak up. Let us continue to raise our voices. Enough is enough. The Southerners should learn from Ukrainians. We should learn from the war that is happening between Ukraine and the Russia. Because the Ukrainians refuse to accept bully no more. That is why they are standing on their feet. And to my greatest surprise, the Ukrainians who are doing comfortably well, who are doing exceedingly well in other part of the world, they return to their country in order to defend the integrity of their country, because they know if they can't stop the bully now, then their next generations to come who experience the bully. To say enough to Russia, most Ukrainians are doing well in America, in United Kingdom, and every part of the world. They return home to fight. We should not be cowards in the southern part of the country. The only way we can liberate ourselves completely in the southern part of the country is to form a united force and confront the north. But by as long as ethnic division exists in the southern part of the country, these barbarians, these baboons, these animals will continue to have their way, and they will continue to oppress us. Let's reason well. Hausa, Igbo, Ishekiri, Ijo, Edos, every tribes in the southern, the Yorubas, every ethnic group in the southern part of the country, we need to unite as one and liberate ourselves from these oppressors. If we can deliver ourselves from the imperialists, from the British imperialists, if we can deliver ourselves from the colonizer, if we can set ourselves free from the colonial masters, then we can deliver ourselves from this internal colonization by the Hausas. This is my message today. I remain your humble person, your boy Dr. 96, aka the realist. Let us be real in the southern part of the country. Let us be one, at least for once. God bless you all till I come your way another day. Peace and love. Bye for now.